Less than 2 weeks to go for verdict day. Hello and welcome to an all-new episode of India Election Watch. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay, and this is the show that brings you the very latest on the world's biggest election. Verified updates, unbiased analysis, the entire election day wrapped up for you. Let's begin with the highlights. And the highlight of the day is our guests joining me in the studio here, Andrew Whitehead, writer and senior journalist. We'll have others joining us shortly. Welcome to India Election Watch, Andrew. And we are on the home stretch in this election, so everyone's talking about who's coming, who's losing, and what is the map. According to you, what is the BJP getting?
Oh, that's an awkward one to start with, isn't it? I think the BJP will be very clearly the largest party. I would expect the NDA to be in a position to form a government, but I think they are going to lose seats in their heartlands in the Hindi-speaking north. They'll make up some ground, probably in West Bengal and Odisha, but as far as I can see it, the Congress party has not had the sort of energy and momentum in this campaign that it needed to be a real challenger to power on the national level.
So advantage Modi, you'd say?
I'd say advantage Modi. Good,
we'll go with that. We have with us from Gurugram this evening, Walter Anderson, author and American academician. Walter, good evening and welcome to India Election Watch. What is your calculation? Is the BJP going to strike 272 on its own?
I don't think it will on its own, though I could be mistaken, given the uncertainty in the election and there's a large vote segment, some 42%, who haven't made up their minds yet. But I agree with the previous speaker that the odds seem to be in favor of the Prime Minister. And there's some scientific data that seems to show that. The polling indicates that he is personally very popular. Well over half the population supports what he has been doing, including in the three critical states that the BJP lost, the Hindi-speaking states last December, in which he appears to be quite popular. And one of the factors that seems to have been driving that popularity was the events since February of this year, the attacks in Jammu Kashmir. Now, while people say that it's not the top of their agenda, but if you look at the statistics, in January of this year, the percentage or the number of seats that were polled in sort of the poll of polls indicates that the BJP was getting and the NDA maybe getting to 40 to 60 seats. But since then, it's jumped up about 30 seats, and it has stayed about that as well. So the advantages are the BJP. Now, I just arrived in India this morning, and one of the things that struck me is looking at the various hoardings, and two figures stand out. One, of course, is the Prime Minister, and the other one is Rahul Gandhi standing out. Now, there the BJP has an advantage. It has much more money than the Congress to pay for such things as hoardings and TV, advertisements and that sort of thing.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure to what extent that will help it in the election, but it'll be certainly something to watch to see to what effect that the analysts say that this improved advantage has for the BJP.
Indeed. This is a story of many parts, lots to discuss. We'll keep coming back to you, Walter Anderson. Also with me in the studio is Lord Meghnad Desai, author and Professor Emeritus at the London School of Economics. We are looking at the broad strokes right now, and we are looking at everyone's calculation, because this is the question. Is Modi coming back, and with what kind of a margin? Let me ask you, do you believe that the Congress will hit the three-digit number?
Congress will?
Hit the three-digit mark?
No.
No.
Let me put it this way. I put BJP at 230.
Okay.
And Congress would be lucky not to be a third of BJP and get a little bit more. NDA will form the government because other stray parties will also join. They join with success. Let me just to make it interesting, do a speculation. The only uncertainty is, if Modi only gets 230 seats, will he think that's a defeat and walk away?
Okay,
I'm saying this an intriguing possibility because he is not someone who shares power.
I think most people in power tend to get it in whatever form they're getting it.
I think the campaign has been so presidential in style.
Sure, absolutely.
Modi has led from the front all the way.
Yeah.
If the NDA form a government, I can't see how anybody but Narendra Modi could be Prime Minister. And he may see it as a disappointment if they lose 40 seats. But I don't think he'll see it as a body blow, and I don't get the impression he's the sort of guy that has a bit of a setback and walks away from the top table. He wants this job. My guess is he'll keep it.
And he wants it very much.
I agree with you, but this possibility kind of is some corner of my mind, because this man has only been at the top. He's not played normal politics. He became chief minister before he became a legislator.
But he's worked his way up within the party and within the RSS, while Rahul Gandhi is started at the top.
Rahul Gandhi is irrelevant to the discussion. Rahul Gandhi may do whatever he does. In the whole, as you say, the whole election, all Indian politics is about Modi. And they now say, Modi ke liye vote dal. Even he says, aapka... And so he has made the personalization as his virtue.
Yeah. I think it's comments like yours which are forcing his team to come out and say, the likes of Nitin Gadkari saying in interview after interview, I'm not after the Prime Minister's post. That's not something I'm looking at. So I think this is part of the discourse.
Let me make another blunder since I'm at it. I think if it is not Modi, it will not be Gadkari.
It will not be Gadkari.
It will be Rajnath Singh.
It will be
Rajnath Singh.
Rajnath Singh.
Okay.
He's got seniority. He has kept his slate clean, been very efficient Home Minister, and as far as the BJP RSS are concerned, he's a safe pair of hands.
I'm not sure how many surprises India is ready for, and we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's bring up the rally roster. We're building up to the 6th phase on Sunday. All the parties made a final pitch to the voters. 59 seats up for grabs in this phase. Sunday, May the